30.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Ignition sequence start.
This is just the beginning.
Are you ready?
Here comes the best part.
1, 2, 3,
go.
Life Matters, a 5-time winner of the best morning show in Wisconsin. Hosted by Nancy Douglas and Tom Giovanoni.
All of you, get ready.
Life Matters begins on Lake 96.1.
Whoa, it's been a week.
It has. It really
been a
has.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. Lots of things, I think.
There's a lot going on. I'm back at the academy.
Oh, that's right.
So
Back to
my
teaching,
day starts a couple hours earlier.
Teaching law enforcement. Can I ask you a quick question about that?
You can ask me anything you want.
Well, no, I can't. However,
Wow.
I do have a question. At what point in the training of a law enforcement officer does the more psychological training begin with regard to handling some of these incidents? And obviously, I'm referring to the latest school shooting in Minnesota. And obviously, everybody's first instinct, as it should be, is for our hearts to go out to the families and the teachers and the children that were there and the parishioners. I mean, there were other people there worshiping at the time in that mass that were just, it was just a normal Wednesday morning mass that they have. And the kids come over from the school, but then you have a lot of senior citizens in that group. And of course, the families, you saw the pictures of, the mom, and she took her shoes off and she's running down the street and with her shoes in her hand toward the school. And so, all of us, we all know where that sits. But so often we forget that the first responders are the ones that see the worst of all of it, and because they shield the parents from that stuff. Right, you don't get to go into the scene for the parents to see what's happened to their children, and so at what point does that psychological, when you're training a police officer, does that happen like throughout their academy training, or how does that happen? I mean, some of it's got to be on the job because you cannot prepare anybody for something like this.
Well, first thing is our job is to shield everybody from that carnage,
of course, and
that's what we try and do. As far as getting officers used to it, no, there's no such thing.
Well, and you can't, because then you're desensitizing them, and they won't, and they can't respond like a human. So, and they need to do that because they are human.
Most of us, yeah.
Most of you, right?
There is slow. I really don't know how to answer this. There's a slow acclimation to what you may run into.
Okay.
And when we talk about it, there's a lot of video that we showing stuff, but you can watch it on TV all day long and it means nothing until you are there firsthand.
Right.
So as far as preparation, there's not a lot. How do you?
How do you train them to deal with it after the fact? Because I imagine that it's the emotions and everything are compartmentalized because you're dealing with a process. Like there is a process that all of this has to be done. There's evidence. There's, all of the things that has to happen. And, but then after the fact, like next week when it's done and an officer gets off shift and he goes down and he goes home and he sits down in his recliner and is like, oh my God. And it just hits like there's help available for them after the fact, correct? Like how, but they have to ask for it. Are they required to go to some stuff?
That depends on the department.
Yeah.
Historically, you dealt with it. I was 18 when I was at my first fatal accident at Fort Hood.
Wow.
And it was, the guys were like, grow up, deal with it.
Right.
And it was brutal.
Yeah.
The fluids and that I had on my body was... It was brutal.
Right.
And there was no dealing with it. You know, and I found that talking about it made it a lot easier.
Okay.
But you had to be careful who you talk to because most people that have never dealt with anything like that tell you to grow up. Get over it. Develop a backbone. People that have been through it before are a lot more sympathetic, and we'll talk to you and help you get you through it.
Right.
What we have evolved into in law enforcement is we have programs like the peer system.
Yeah.
Where
okay.
I'm actually a member of the Lake Geneva peer team.
That makes
where
sense.
if somebody's having a problem, they can reach out. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be work. It could be home.
Right.
It could be anything.
Sure. Yeah. Divorce,
right.
Parents passing away, children sick, whatever. I know you guys are there for each other.
If guys on the department see somebody and they look like they're struggling, the lead of the peer team may reach out to one of the peer people and say, hey, I think you're a good fit for this.
Right.
Can you just check in with them and make sure
right,
they're okay?
Who would be a good buddy? Sure.
Right. Also, what we do is formalize debriefings, which taking the peer team out of the equation, I think debriefings are probably the best.
Oh, okay.
And that's where you can sit and talk about whatever happened.
Right.
What we did good, what we did bad, what was the emotion, what were you feeling, all that stuff.
Right.
And the briefings can go from you and I meeting for a cup of coffee and talking about it all the way up to sitting down, having somebody come in to lead the meeting and talk about it.
I was going to say, do they do like group debriefings where,
Yes.
and that's because then they can hear each other and.
So many, 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 many years ago, Geneva Township, I was still there, we had a fatal shooting. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to bring up the past as far as who was there, but everybody that was involved in that, from dispatchers all the way to rescue personnel, were at the debriefing. We held it at Lake Geneva. I was still with Geneva Township. Our not training room, but our roll call room was packed. Mm-hmm. So there had to have been minimum 20 people in there, probably more.
Yeah.
And everybody got the opportunity to say something. And it wasn't so much something I needed because I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. I was the trainer. I had dealt with that person the morning before the shooting.
Right.
So I had a little bit of a handle on it. Also, it kind of hit close to home for other reasons.
Right.
But we all got that opportunity. And that, for a lot of people, that was exactly what they needed. For the officer involved in it, he needed more and really didn't get it.
Yeah.
So it's not a perfect system, but it's getting a lot better because if we would have had the peer team back then and we were better trained for it, we would have handled it way better.
Made a big difference. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you look at, and we're going to talk a little bit about this at the end of the show because this is something I know that we're, talking about this more often, number one, more often than we should be. But number two, there are a lot of reasons why the lack of investment in the mental health system of this country on both sides of this story, from the person that did it to the people having to respond and literally clean up the mess.
Right.
There's a huge lack of mental, psychological support, help, intervention, all of these things on both sides of the aisle. The mental health system in this country, I mean, it may as well, in some instances, it's non-existent. And it just, from, like I said, from before this ever started, there were obviously millions of red flags in this particular case.
Well, there always is in hindsight.
Right. But
the problem is nobody is being proactive on it.
Right.
And when we talk about our mental health system in this country, without profanity, it is broke. Mm-hmm. I can't put enough emphasis on it.
Yeah.
It is broke.
Right.
People
Everybody's
that
too afraid
people
to
that
deal with it the way they should be.
That really need the attention aren't getting it or are being ignored, or people are afraid to reach out to them. There's other people out there that had a minor issue and they're being run through the courts when they don't need it.
Right.
And it's a tightrope. You talk about law enforcement. Do they need some kind of intervention? Most of the time, the guys are fine.
Yeah, it's not. Law enforcement doesn't need intervention.
I can handle this. I know what happened. I can put this over there where it belongs.
They just
need the family and other people that need it. And some of them, pardon me, but are complete overreactors and looking for a paycheck.
Right.
And cops aren't doing that. Firefighters aren't doing that.
Nope.
The rescue's not doing it. They're doing their job. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it is a system that's broke, and I don't know how to fix it, because how do you control that?
Well, I have some thoughts. I have something that came to me this morning, as a matter of fact, on the way here, that I want to talk about toward the end of the show. And but again, the whole community surrounding, whether they had anything to do with it or not, even the neighbors. Okay, the neighbors have to go by that building every day. The neighbors may not have had a kid. They may not go to church. It's
in their
every
head.
Single person, every single one. And something's got to be done. Like I said, I use the word intervention. Something has to be done. We've got to figure this out. This is just unacceptable, and we've got to figure this out. So at the end of the show, we're going to kind of delve just slightly into this. We've got Ben from Mather's Home Improvement coming in, and we like to talk to him for a very long time. Yeah, he's got some great stories and some great ideas, great tips, because fall is coming. Oh yeah, okay, okay. So, but at the end of the show, we're gonna cover this just a little bit more, and kind of delve into this. Just what I think is something that should be done. And it should be handed down immediately. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But in the meantime, we have Ben from Mather's Home Improvement coming up. It's fall, and there's things that we need to be looking for to prepare for winter. Plus, they've got all kinds of other stuff. I think they're doing some new stuff.
Oh, cool.
We'll have to see what that is.
It's always exciting.
Yeah. So we'll be right back with Life Matters right after this on Lake 96.1.
Life Matters continues on Lake 96.1.
Well, as long as you like it. I
love it.
That's what matters.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And that's what Ben
what
from Mather's
matters.
Home Improvement says. As long as you like it, we will do it. That's right. Ben
Totally missed it.
Ben Zusan joins us this morning. How are you, sir?
I am great. How are you guys?
We are good. It's been a few months because, I don't know, something about you being busy in the summer or something.
It is crazy.
Yeah?
But hey, it's good.
That's good.
7 crews running. It's
Nice.
nonstop. It's nuts.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a great problem to have
It is.
for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those
keeps
of us,
me busy.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just
Well,
gotta
it
take
keeps you out
life
of trouble.
jackets if you're working north.
That's true. That's true.
You
So
doing
how?
any flood work?
No, work on flood houses that
Right.
we're running through business. I've gone up. My son's gone and helped people empty basements, just volunteering time.
Right.
I'm doing a lot of hail stuff in Racine from the storm.
Really?
Oh,
Like
yeah, I suppose.
a month and a half ago.
Huh.
Yeah,
They got
big
beat up out
hailstorm
there.
up there. We just
Oh,
did
wow.
roof yesterday.
Wow.
Like golf ball size divots and roofs.
Oh, my
It
gosh.
was pretty wild.
That's wild. I have not. I guess we have. We
It
even
was a crazy
had one?
few weeks. No, we've been very fortunate
A
here.
hailstorm this year? I
No,
don't think we've had
not in
anything
this
super
area.
bad.
Small stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. We were just before we came back on the air, we were talking about the fact that Ben's guys came out and gave me they're looking around and they're like, we have a lot to do at your house, and I have had them do nothing yet because I got to do the inside first. Right?
Well,
We talked
yeah.
about how it would be nice to be able to live there.
Right.
And then and now he's got to come out. His roofing guy has to come out and redo my whole thing because I've completely changed what I want, and so
That's
I'm
easy
sure
part.
that I'm sure it is. It's but.
Just figure it out before they put it on.
I should do that.
Don't change it after.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be
Not halfway
expensive.
through. That's,
No? Okay. No, it's frowned upon. is
Yeah.
it?
Not good.
Just put that color on the other side. No one sees that side.
No, I've decided that I've seen, so the house is a cream colored brick, and I've been very much noticing other cream colored brick Federalist style kind of houses like mine, and kind of looking at the different ones, and you can see pictures, but sometimes it's better when you just drive by a house and you're just like, oh yeah, I really like that. I want a black roof, and I want, and then we've got the white trim and the white, overhang gutters and all that kind of stuff. But then I want to put the window frames. When I get the windows, I want them to be black.
Yeah, that'd be sleek.
Yeah. And no shutters. I don't want any of that other stuff. I just want to keep it simple. And I really don't want shutters or anything either because the window, it's ornate anyway with the way the brick is around the windows and stuff. And
But the shutters give bats places to live.
listen,
And bees, hornets,
And bees,
wasps.
yeah.
we'll talk. We had 2 more bats in the house, Tom.
Really?
Uh-huh. I haven't.
Well, you already gave a place to
It's
live.
it's traumatic enough that I have to deal with them. Now I have to talk to you about them. So, oh yeah, we've had. Well, my nephew said that it's the same, and my grandson said they were the same bat. It was the same bat, but my husband is convinced that it was two separate bats, and they got upstairs this time, like upstairs, not just from the basement to the first floor. Then both of them were in the second floor, and we had to let them out. He got them out the door of the balcony, the little balcony area, and back. But at like 1:30 in the morning, one morning, he comes in and he's like, "There's a bat in the house," and I was like, shut the door, like my bedroom door, right? Like, just get out.
Right.
Just don't let it in here. And I went back to sleep like I did not care. And so, but it's, it was the basement. And then we've got everything. We've got the entire kitchen opened up still, right? And so they don't have any boundaries.
Got to figure out where they're coming in. They got to be coming in along the foundation and back.
Or the roof and along the soffit and fascia is a prime place.
Well, they
for
were
them to get
coming
in.
out of the basement earlier. That's
It was
why I'm thinking
out of the basement,
through the foundation. But yeah, they could be coming in up there too.
Yeah, I
Got a
know.
whole colony in there, and you can't do
Why
anything
are
with them.
you freaking me out about this?
Why do they think they were different bats using different names or
Conversations with them.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about
different
it.
accent?
I don't care.
Just get rid of them.
Don't care. Just if they get caught in my hair, I'm going to burn the house down. So you're just
That
going to
makes
have
sense.
to. I mean, that would be the
You could just
logical
get a
next
haircut,
step.
But no, I'll burn the house down.
No, I will be burning the house down. So
Got a nosebleed cut off my head.
I'm just saying. But you're right. So you got to walk around your house these days, and you got to look at those little things, because I didn't really think about the fact that I guess they could be getting in through something like that.
Yeah, and bats kind of migrated out of the area for a while. They weren't around, and now they're around a lot. So I've had a lot of bat calls lately in the last probably 6 months.
Interesting.
Where we're locating areas where soffits die into roofs, where we have to put flashings where they're climbing in. Because their skulls are soft, so they can smush almost flat to
Like
get
a
into
mouse.
spaces. So they can get in anywhere.
Huh. I mean, I don't want to chase them away from I know they're good for the environment.
Yeah.
The bug environment, especially, that
Absolutely.
we don't like. So, but I just don't really think it's necessary for them
Put
to
up
be
some-
patrolling inside the home.
Yeah, you could put up some bat houses on the garage.
Yeah.
Or the trees in back, yeah.
And they will
They'll move in.
live there instead of in the house. I think this was a fluke too, because the other thing is that I've had when it was so hot, I don't have an air conditioner or furnace unit in the home at all at this point. It's been removed. The oil tanks were removed. The gas is getting ready to be run to the house from We Energies, and so all these things are happening. And so even in this very, very hot climate that we've had lately, I have had, at night trying to cool the house back down, had doors and everything open and fans going and everything. So literally, I have given them every opportunity to just, wipe their feet on the welcome mat and walk right in the door. So I can't really blame anything in the house just yet until I get all of that problem solved. But I just, I never even thought about the fact that, I guess it could be. Plus, we did open up a wall in the attic. So, but the door, I never opened the attic door to go up there because it's so far from being anything that I can deal with right now that I won't even, like that's not even, it's like 37th on the list of stuff I need to do. So they're not coming in from the opening in the attic that I've made.
Oh,
And they're not
possible.
I mean, I guess they could crawl under the door.
They
or
can do
something.
anything.
It really seems like you guys are not being encouraging on the level of security I feel against bats.
Yeah. Well, it's getting close to the fall, so they're going to be looking for places to winter.
Yeah.
Ben, why are you letting him do this to me?
Just being honest.
Yeah, it's just the truth.
But the bat houses have really come in handy.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, I am going to get some bat houses then because, you're making me nervous. You're
I
making
got
me
them in my
nervous.
house.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess if Amy says it's okay.
My God.
Just fasten them to a tree or on the side of the garage, and they'll just find
Some place
it.
where they have a
Just go
little
there.
peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't like to be disturbed when they're sleeping.
Right. Okay.
Back of the garage would be perfect.
We're talking. Well, that's where the first one went.
In
that
the
we
bucket.
caught, that Amy caught. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we very first were demolishing
history.
the house, This was a bad day for Amy. She got pushed out of the way by me, and because a bat. She's like, "Yeah, there's a bat right there," and I went, "Whoom!" and moved her out of the way and ran. I was like, "Die!"
She's screaming, "Save yourself!"
A harmless bat.
Yep.
And Amy's like, "It's just
Poor bat's going, what the hell's going on? Dropping stuff on my
she's
head.
nuts." So anyway, but around this time of the year, though, we do need to get ready for fall.
Yeah.
So between worrying about gutters and all those kinds of things that we've worried about, all summer with the rain, and then tell me about, very quickly, it's been a super hot summer. I know we have super hot phases or whatever, but I feel like maybe it's just me because I haven't had air conditioning all summer long.
It's been hot.
It's been really hot. What kind of things, is there anything special we should look for because of the heat?
Because of heat.
I mean, expanding and contracting, does that affect?
It'll move vinyl siding. It'll move aluminum fascia.
But not really
But
anything.
nothing really heat.
Okay.
It's all going into fall, being ready for 4 months of cold and
Right.
Potential snow in areas where water can accumulate and turn to ice and back into your house.
Right.
In places, plugged gutters.
Yeah.
I mean, we're starting people putting in time slots for gutter cleanings for October, November already.
Oh, nice. Good.
So
Be prepared.
Be prepared for that, or putting gutter covers on. Roof inspections, attic inspections, that type of thing is pretty common right now.
Sure. So how far out are you scheduled? Like, can you, like those inspections, like we want to get, people need to call today to get them done before really the hard part of winter hits, right?
Yeah, right now I got 4 of us running around doing inspections, estimates, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're usually, if you call now, we can get to your house within about 3 to 5 days to look
easy.
at stuff.
Okay.
So that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I got 4 guys doing that, so that helps.
Well, and it's also amazing. Can we let's go back to that for a second. You guys moved into a bigger building.
Yep.
Substantially larger, by the way. I was there, and it is incredible how organized. It was the perfect place for you guys too.
It was.
Have you grown out of it already? Are you trying?
I don't think quite. We have filled it very well.
Good.
Let's
Good.
just say.
You're still parking your trucks inside, though.
No, trucks aren't
So
inside.
they're full. Because I remember you said, I get to put the equipment inside. Too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
we're full.
More, yeah.
Well, it's the expansion of crews. I got another truck this week because I took a sales truck to a crew, got a new sales truck. So all my guys show up, they park on the road. I got my office staff parks in the parking spots, and then they jump in their vehicles that they go out and run around in. And then trucks and trailers in and out nonstop.
I see your trucks and trailers. I see your team everywhere,
Yeah.
by the way.
No matter what you build, building-wise, like garage, whatever, when you're done, not big enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I know. I'm well aware. I'm asking why we haven't moved out of the storage units yet. And Tyler keeps looking at me like, I got to move out of the storage units? Like, yeah. Because,
Put
I
it all
don't
in the
have
basement.
3 sheds in the back, but, what am I thinking?
They're not
But
big enough.
No, they're not big enough. Nothing is ever big enough.
Never.
It's never big enough. But that's good because seems to me like that just means that the jobs get done quicker because you have stuff on hand. You're able to have more material on hand, all of that stuff. So all of that doesn't do anything but benefit the client 100%. And so you grow as much as you want because you're good at what you do, and that's why you're busy. And so this is one of the things that I have and I always knew this, but I've found myself being very patient about, because I've been told this so many times, and it's so incredibly true. If you pick up a phone and call a contractor and they're like, yeah, I can be there in 15 minutes.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
Not so much.
No, they're not
because why
working.
are you sitting there? Yeah, you should be.
They're not working for a reason.
And so I've been very patient. I've had just unbelievably great luck with my electrician and my plumber. For instance, Mid Lakes Plumber, John over at Mid Lakes Plumbing. Holy cow. He's wonderful. And my job has had to be done like piecemealed, right? Like, okay, come over here. I'm ready for this. Now let's get this in. And they have been so accommodating. Electrician, the same way. And, they are busy. And so they do slip me in and they do this. And you guys are it's going to be the same thing. Like I've got like 4 projects I need Mathers to do. And I already know. The guys already said, "What we will get you, we will get it worked out. Like, we understand this is going to get done, that's going to get done, and it's not all going to get done at once. Like, even the windows. Like I said, there's no possible way I'm going to replace all these windows at once.
Ooh.
There's just no way. But we're going to have to go in phases, like the upstairs front, the upstairs side, the upstairs back, whatever." And your guy was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that's not a problem.
Well, you know
Whatever
what?
you need to do."
If you're patient, it's good to have filler work.
That's right.
You know, where they have a quick day and you got a couple hours you can work, head over and get something done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it works out for everybody.
Right, right. So, yeah, I mean, it's just it's a good thing that when you pick up the phone and you call Mathers and they're like, "Yes, we're going to come out and, but, you know, in a few days, give you the estimate, talk to you about what needs to be done and all that, and then we will get it scheduled." It might be 6 weeks from now, but that is a good thing because that means they're in demand. No company is in demand if they suck. We're just going to say it that way. Okay.
Very true.
I mean, it's just, that's the way it is.
To the
And
point.
so it's just, you know, I'm just saying I've learned
Yeah, you're
very
right.
well
100%.
over the last few months that if you're patient, you get fantastic work every single time. And that's what Mathers is going to bring you. So but I do have a question. I am thinking about, I have an area where I think I want an awning.
Okay.
How big or small? Are they completely custom?
So is this a retractable awning for over a patio or for
Yes.
a window?
It's going to be over a little patio.
Yep. So I can get awnings made minimally 6 feet wide all the way up to 40 feet wide.
Wow.
By the inch.
Okay. Good to know. My little balcony area, I think I want an awning. We'll have to see if I can swing it.
There's different kinds. So I can do
Right.
like retractable with a smaller cassette that are more for windows, or if you're trying to cover an entire patio where you want 10 foot out or you want 15 feet out, I can, customize something with my manufacturer to be made.
I see
That's
so many
awesome.
of those, and they're gorgeous. I mean, you can fabric and all of that. And I know it's not really awning season because that happens more in the spring, but
It's awning season.
oh, really?
We've hung 6 this week already. Huh. My brother's hanging another one today.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because I've been thinking about for our deck.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, so imagine sitting on your deck in these 95
Right.
degree days. You're either dancing on the hot decking if it's composite.
Right.
You're sweltering in the sun, just sweating through your clothes. Now, imagine just pushing a button and all of a sudden it's 20 degrees
Instant shade.
cooler.
Yeah.
It expands living space without the cost of a screen room of $50,000 or $60,000 or an addition of $100,000 or $120,000
Right.
grand.
Right.
Right.
And you can put it away. You store it. It makes it longer lasting, more durable.
Yeah. Well,
And you
we
use
got
it when you want.
we got pretty wide eaves, so it would tuck
Yeah.
right up underneath there.
For sure.
Never get wet.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah. It's just, there's so many ways, there's so many ways to make changes that, like you said, it's not a $50,000 or $60,000, project. It's, you come in and those get installed in like hours. Like you order it, comes in, boom, it's installed.
Yep. We place an order on an awning. We usually get them between 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
And then we usually do installs a week or two after. And my brother can install 3 a day.
Oh my. See,
It's pretty simple when you think about it.
Right.
Once you know how to do it.
right. That's interesting. Well, again, that's customer service at its
Right.
finest, I'm just saying.
Right.
But, so, okay.
Well, that's why you go there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's, people forget. So your dad, Mark, was on this show 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been doing this, this is a generational business, family business. You guys have been doing this for a very, very long time. And when you've been doing something as successfully as Mathers has for a very, very long time, you get really good at it because you don't cut corners or you would not be here. You obviously learn and you can accommodate what you do to any different kind of home, structure, whatever you're looking at putting an awning on. I mean, it's so, again, I don't know. It's have
no-brainer.
patience. Have patience.
Yeah.
Wait for the good guys. Because don't call somebody that can be there in 15 minutes. That is not the way to go.
Yeah.
That is just not the way to go. How's the showroom going? It's always changing.
Looks the same. We finally got our
It's a work in progress.
awning sample up.
Oh, cool.
Our display.
Yeah.
And that's the one that goes in and out to our home shows and stuff. So we spent a lot more time like improving our home show display this year. For our big shows, we quadrupled the size of our booth at our big Milwaukee show. So we had to create something outstanding.
Cool.
And let me tell you, I think our booth might have been the hit of the show.
Cool.
Nice.
When you look down an aisle, we're on an end cap, so you could look down 2 aisles that were 200 feet long and make eye contact with somebody 200 feet away, and they're on a mission to you because they see your booth. It was pretty cool.
There you go.
It was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, they know
Nice.
what to look for when they're looking for the good stuff.
Yeah, and
Come
we had
find you guys.
We were super tall, and our sign was above almost 95%, so you could see us from across the show.
Oh, nice.
could
So
see
you
where we were
commanded
at.
attention.
We demanded it.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I like
Oh,
it.
that's awesome. That's awesome. What's new coming up?
Something very exciting. We actually expanded our awning territory, and we are opening a second location
Oh, wow.
in northern Wisconsin.
Wow.
Nice.
So, we're installing a lot of awnings on people's houses here, and a lot of those people have lake houses and want awnings.
They go up north.
Exactly.
Have awning will travel.
So we secured 5 counties in northern Wisconsin as a second
Nice.
territory.
Nice.
I leave tonight to go up there and, for a family little getaway, but reaching out to a building owner that I've been in contact with to secure a building. And so we're opening that second location, and we're going to put up
That's
more awnings.
very cool.
That
Yeah.
is awesome. Congratulations.
It's exciting.
I mean, you're right. I hear and I tease you guys about, these guys every time I say, oh, well, what about this day? Oh, we're going to be up north. And I'm like, does up north really exist, or
It
are you
does.
just avoiding
It sure
me?
does.
But if now, since you've said it, I believe that up north exists.
Oh, my God.
Successful day.
Been going up north for 61 years, and now she believes it.
Oh, but that's true. Okay, but I mean, I can tell you 15 people right off the top of my head that go up north, that have places up north. And so you're right. I mean, what do you just, it's more business from the people you're already doing business with.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We've already done a bunch of awnings
Sure.
up there.
Well, and once your name gets out up there, you're going to be expanding out to people that don't have places up
You're
there.
a franchise.
It's
the
awesome.
lake houses up there
You're
are
a chain.
just
Every lake
unreal.
has
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah, so it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So what counties is it?
So it's Lincoln, Langlade, Forest, Oneida, and Vilas.
Nice.
So our
We're
hub,
way up there.
Yeah, our hub's going to be in 3 lakes.
Okay.
That's where we have our family house. So when my grandparents retired from the business,
Eagle
they
River.
moved up there.
Okay.
So our focus is going to be all the lakes, Eagle River area, St.
Yeah.
Germain area.
That's a great area.
Yeah.
My parents had a place on Black Oak Lake just outside of Land O'Lakes for years. So I spent a lot of time up there as a kid. Yeah, that's an awesome area.
It's going to be awesome.
And it's getting big. Eagle River got popular all of a sudden. There's
Right.
a lot of people.
That is
Heading that way.
awesome.
So
That is so cool.
we're going to hit it hard this fall and winter
Sure.
and just hopefully stockpile a lot of orders for spring, and we're
Yeah.
just going to let loose in spring.
Oh, that'll catch on.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
I took
That's
some
so
time. I
cool.
researched. I contacted our supplier. They did kind of a research on the number of houses up there,
Mm-hmm.
the potential number of purchasers. If it's like you sell to 5% of it or whatever, what that production is going to be like. They were on board. So we locked down those counties, and I'm
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
just,
was going to say, because they have to keep up too.
yeah. So
You
they,
know, that whole chain of command, people,
Yep.
people forget that the vendor has to keep up with the vendor, has to keep up with the sales guy, has
Yep.
to keep up, right. So,
So they keep tabs on the territories
Sure.
that all their installers
Right.
have and what their production is, and so I keep in contact with them. I get phone calls. They tell me I'm doing way more than I did last year, which was a great year. So they're happy with my production. And they're like, expand. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
the other thing is that these things last for a very long time. They're very well made and they're very well installed. And so you do, when you're going and looking for new business, it has to be new business. This is not like repeat business that you're going to keep. You can only have so many awnings on your house.
Yep.
And so then you got to go buy another house to put awnings on. And so you're right. I mean,
Keep buying
problem with that?
houses. I'll keep putting awnings on.
that's right. That's right. So now you got to go up north and buy a house.
I don't
like
see a
Tom here
downside.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you just That's cool. Oh,
It
I'm
is.
so happy for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So that gives you more reason to go up north.
Yeah, so we'll plan it. We'll plan installs where we go stay at the house and
Yeah.
we do installs for a week. And
Right.
it'll probably be my brother, myself, and then the guy that goes around with him.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go do installs and then go back and
Yeah.
be down here for a month working. And then
Right.
if we get 5, 6, 7,
Stack
8, 10
'em up.
awnings, and we go back up and install
Start
for a
getting
week.
stale, head back up north.
Right.
And I'll have somebody up there. And my dad's like, oh, when I'm up here, whatever you need.
Sure.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They go up for a week, 10 days at a
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
go knock doors.
You know, I always found it very
That'd be
hard.
fun for him.
I always
Staying
found it
active.
very hard to imagine him just flat out retiring. He's kind of like you, where you guys don't sit still.
Just got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I can see him helping out up there, and yeah,
They're
oh,
excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Why would you want to do that?
What?
Sit still.
I have no idea.
Makes no sense.
I have no idea what that's like.
No.
Yeah.
They've
never will.
been up all week. They left Sunday. They took my 2 boys and my brother's youngest,
Oh my.
and the 5 of them went up. So they've been up there since Sunday.
Ooh.
They've gone to the racetrack. They've gone golfing.
Yeah.
They've been out on the boat. Now we all go up tonight.
Right.
And we're there till Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. That'll be fun. That's absolutely great. Oh yeah. Okay.
Last time I was in here with you, you were talking about a bear hunt coming up. How did that go?
I told him that he's. Yeah,
I forgot all about it.
You have to tell him.
I haven't.
Yeah. So you want the story?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So we drive up. We're camping. So my father-in-law's got his camper. I got my camper. And my father-in-law's good friend has a cabin right in that town. So he was out baiting for us. So we get up. We make the plan. Bear hunting is supposedly just you hunt in the afternoon. And I was like, no, this is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Once-in-a-lifetime deal. We're hunting.
Yeah.
So we get up bright and early. We hunt that first morning. My son and I are sitting down in a double stand. We don't really see anything in the morning. We don't see any bear, just a lot of activity. And my son's getting antsy and hungry. And we brought lunch, but I could tell he's getting antsy. So I was like, all right, we're going to go out of the woods. We're going to be out for no more than an hour, and we're back in, and we're sitting till dark.
That's a lot of sitting for a kid.
It was a lot
That's
of
asking
sitting.
a lot.
Yeah.
Because how old was
Good for
he?
him.
He was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah. So we leave, get back in like 45 minutes, and we sit, and we got nothing happening. And I'm getting hungry again. So I pull out my little snack mix, and I open my Ziploc bag, and I take 2 bites, and I look up, and there's a bear coming in.
Smelled the snacks.
Smelled the snacks. So
Time to eat.
Trail mix.
it was.
That's why it's called trail mix.
Even bears like it.
So we've got these 3 hollowed out logs that are baits in, standing up, and a bunch of timber leaning up against them. And this bear walks in, stands on its back legs, and just swipes over the logs. Swings again, swipes them over. And my son, and we're like, this is awesome. So we're sitting there watching this thing eat. And once the log's tipped over, you're gauging the size of the bear off the log if it's a shooter or not. If it's bigger,
Right.
it's a shooter. If it's small, and they cut these logs to the specific size to make it easy for hunters.
Sure.
And it's right there. And I'm like, no, we're going for bigger. So we're sitting, watching, and all of a sudden my son's hitting me on the side, going, bear, bear. And there's this other bear coming through the trees to our left. And this thing gets out into the opening, and it's double the size of this
wow.
bear. I range 3 to 350 pound black bear, chases this bear up a tree. It growls, charges it, chases it up a tree. And there I am hitting my son going, this is awesome. This is awesome.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it was pretty intense. So this big giant bear sits right in our bait pile on its stomach with its rear end facing us with no shot.
Right.
So this is my first time bear hunting. I'm like, well, what do we do? Do we make racket? Do we take a
Right.
shot? Do we wait it out? So I'm playing this through my head what I'm going to do. The bear stands up and walks straight away from us. Never gave us a shot. I probably should have shouted, hollered, something to get it to stop, but I didn't.
Right. Well, you don't know how they're going to react to it.
Right. Other bear comes down, goes right to the bait pile, and we sit there till dark. Bear's still in there at dark. And my son says, Dad, how are we supposed to get out of here? I was like, we're going to walk out of the woods.
I-
He's like, but the bear. And I said, it'll be fine. So I grab him,
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
I'm walking out, and we get out, get to the truck, and we drive back to camp, eat dinner, tell a story, and everybody's just in awe of our story. That night, it pours out. Pours so hard, my camper roof's leaking. I'm up all night, and it's leaking on my head.
Of
course it is.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, my father-in-law says, "You're not going to go out, are you?" I said, "I sure am."
Well,
why we're here.
Absolutely.
Throw my rain gear on my son. We had a really good canopy above us, so I was like, I'll sit and get wet. It's fine.
I'm already wet.
Yeah. So we go out. The other people are just amazed we're going out. The campground's got like 3 other bear hunting campsites in it that are hunting, and we're the only ones that go out. And it's pouring. And we're sitting there. It's like 11 o'clock, and my son says, "I'm hungry." And this is no joke. I grab the same snack bag, open it up, and a bear walks in. It comes up to the bait pile, and it's standing there. And I said, wait, this is a shooter. Wait for a shot. It goes to stand up. It pounces back down, and it turns. And just as I say, shoot, my son shoots before I could get the words out of my mouth. I was watching the bear, but I wasn't anticipating the shot, so I wasn't really watching where a shot was. The bear jumped, so I knew he hit it, took off down the kind of the direction the other bear the day before came in, and then hung a hard right. And where I seen it last was by a dead tree, and then I didn't see it. Bears supposedly make this death growl where you can hear it, you know it's the end. I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, they'll attack trees and bushes.
Yeah.
And
So I was like, oh, I don't know. So I called my father-in-law and said, hey, Henry got a shot on one. He's like, I'm 45 minutes away in another town. I was like, well, we're out bear hunting.
what are you be standing by, ready to go?
Where are you at Cracker Barrel?
Team effort here.
So we're like, all right, we'll wait. You call when you get close. We'll walk out and meet you. So it timed out perfect. And we walked in, tracked a little bit of blood, and right at the base of the dead tree where I seen it was laying his bear.
Nice.
So he shot like a 160 to 180 pound black bear.
Can you believe it? Was he so
cool.
freaked out, thrilled?
So when he shot, he was shaking. Before he shot, not at all. But then when we got up to the bear, he is like, just shaking when we're there.
Aww.
So he's like, well, now what do you do? Well, we got to gut it, bud.
Yeah.
Right. So get over here. Let's start gutting it.
Right.
So we start gutting it, and I'm pulling guts out. And I grab the heart, and I look at my father-in-law, and I said, well, hey, Steve, you want the heart? And he goes, no. My son asked his grandpa, well, what do you do with the heart, Grandpa? And he says, well, we would eat it. And my son said, let's eat it. So we pulled the heart out, got the bear all packed up, drug it out, loaded up, got it tagged. We actually went straight to a taxidermist that my father-in-law knows up there, and dropped it off right away.
Right.
I actually just got a message from him like 3 weeks ago that he was putting the final details together. So that's coming up. And we went back to camp and ate the heart, cooked it on the campfire.
Nice.
So
What's it taste like?
It was delicious.
Bear meat is very good. And
Is that,
healthy.
so
You would never know it was heart. So we diced it up. We took all the valves and everything out of it. So we just had chunks of meat, and we basically cooked it in a cast iron pan in butter and garlic, and it was incredible. So good.
Huh.
Yep.
Very healthy.
Yep.
I'm contemplating
Yeah.
that.
I'd offer you a chunk, but we ate it all.
I guess so.
I have none left. We ate the roast. We ate the ribs.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
So yeah, because I don't think I've ever had bear meat.
It's a little tougher, and depending on how you cook
Okay.
it, would absolutely destroy it, where it's really hard to eat. But if
Okay.
you cook it right, it is so good.
Slow and stuff, yeah.
Bear
So,
roast,
yeah.
like slice and shredding it for sandwiches, just amazing.
Really?
Oh yeah,
It's good.
it's good.
It's meat, and it's natural meat. It's not chemically enhanced and all, the beef
Right.
that you're getting.
Yeah, they eat berries and
Yeah, they
foliage.
eat
and
Right.
all healthy foods.
They eat
It's-
well.
Yeah.
Good.
Any wildlife, I shouldn't say any because some of it's not so good, but any of the normal game wildlife like deer, bear, stuff like that is very healthy and very good meat. and it's living off the land.
Right.
It's not, again, not chemically enhanced.
Right. No antibiotics.
No,
No steroids.
No steroids.
nothing.
So is he still excited? Okay, so the taxidermist called. So what will what did you save? Like, what does he do?
So I let him pick his mount. I said, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Full mount, half mount, rug, whatever. So he actually did this open mouth, 2-paw, like front shoulder coming out of the wall mount.
Cool.
Cool.
On like a log pedestal
Okay.
that sticks out. So that should be almost done because the hunting was end of September and he said about a year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're really close.
That's cool. He can
That
use
is
that
so
for years.
cool.
Put it in his bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Dorm room at college. Keep all the
Absolutely.
riffraff out.
Oh, God.
Imagine walking in half drunk seeing that.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
He wants to go again.
I was gonna say. So now
Yeah,
what?
now he's
right.
addicted.
Right.
Then we were deer hunting. We've been turkey hunting. It's everything.
Nice.
So now we're pulling points for his bear tag.
Oh, good.
So I should be able to draw mine. So I'll just let him shoot it again, and we'll
Yeah.
go up and hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
what's the weight up
awesome.
there? Is it 8 or?
So it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different throughout the state.
Yep. So you could pull in 2 years. It might
really?
take 8. It might take 10. It might take 12. So my cousin that gifted the tag, I think
Right.
in that zone, I think he waited 12 years to pull the tag.
Wow.
So for him to pull it and then gift it to my son was pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
It's not something you do every year.
Yeah.
No. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That is awesome.
It was so cool.
I wish people could see the look on your face because you've told me this story because I saw you outside, like you weren't here or something
Right.
went on.
Yeah.
So I already knew the story. You have the exact same. Literally, you're giddy about this story.
That's why I wanted to hear it.
I know.
So-
Because the kid was just beside himself, so proud of
Yeah.
himself, and shocked that it happened the way it did. I
yeah.
know. And yeah.
I mean, for him to be ready to take that shot and taking it
Without
when
you
he's
telling
supposed to
him.
be
Yeah.
taking
Right.
it, that for an 11-year-old, that's huge.
yeah.
It was a double long. It was a no doubter.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. And we shot
Impressive and
so
how-
much.
How much father pride is there?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
That was
God,
the coolest
over the
moment.
top.
Was
I
that
know.
I was here for it. Like, this was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. But it's also so important to know that, again, these things are generational, right? Like you've hunted, your sons hunt with you, your dad, your brothers, your uncle, all this family stuff. This is like America, right? This is families and tradition and all that kind of stuff, and you know that it's worth it when you see the look on Dad's face, like I'm looking at right now,
absolutely.
and Henry's face, like when he hears the story or tells the story, he's got that same look, and he will forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like he will. That's a core memory.
Excitement and pride.
Yeah,
He
That's
tells the
awesome.
same story with his own excitement to all his friends.
I'm
His-
sure.
yeah.
His friends went crazy
I
when
bet.
he went back
Oh,
to school.
full-grown adults are getting excited about getting a bear. Imagine what an 11-year-old
I
kid is doing.
know.
It just doesn't get cooler than that.
He's
So-
good at it.
So it was awesome.
Yeah,
We got it
Yeah.
day 2.
yeah,
It was good.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's excellent.
yeah. That's a fun story too.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I didn't know what
awesome.
to expect, and it was way more than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cool.
that's
Yeah.
very cool.
So interaction with 3 bears, it was fun.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's great. I mean,
Most people never see a bear in their life.
because can I just say that when the bear came and sat down and you said, I'm walking out of the wood, I would have spent the night I would have I'm not climbing out of the tree for the bear. Nope. I'm stuck here. Sorry.
They're more afraid
But
of
I'm a
us
big
than we
sissy.
are of them.
Especially black bears. They don't want
They avoid
interaction with human.
contact.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
they
really
don't
do.
like people.
Yeah.
Is it brown bears that they're
Brown
mean?
bears, grizzlies, yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
okay. I don't know. To
They're
me, a bear's a
territorial.
bear. Yeah.
Yeah. They've been known to go after people just because they're in their area.
Well, I've been known to do that. So,
Yes, but different results.
oh, well, yeah. And I'm also a
You're
big
not
fan.
ripping flesh off.
And I'm also a big fan of trail mix, so I don't know. That seems to
I
be
don't
the
have
big.
You know,
any
next
with me.
time you open that bag up, Nancy might come running. Trail mix.
It's like, what's that woman doing?
Right.
It's trail mix.
Get out of our bait pile.
Like,
That was pure irony, too.
Oh,
There's
Right.
no way that. And it was literally within seconds.
But,
of
you know,
it.
you talk to a lot of people that bear hunt, they'll say stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, I opened up a granola bar and the bear came in.
Right.
Yeah.
They win that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they're hungry.
It's that
they're
sweet
interested.
smell, the
Yeah.
sugary smell that
Sure.
they like.
Sure.
And it's
So what do you do? What do you put in the bait pile then?
chocolate
Trail mix.
chips,
Donuts.
marshmallows, donuts.
Old bread.
Yep.
There
Yeah,
was
I'm
a
gonna have to
time
come
when
and visit the bait pile.
a few of the officers were hunting. This is years ago. And they were hitting the bakeries around town. They would get all the expired
Yep.
bagels and stuff like that. And there was bags of them.
Yeah.
And they would take them up north.
I mean,
and bake
can I
with them.
just? I think that y'all know I'm going to say this.
Yeah,
the officers.
Yeah, as soon as
were-
you covered up your
they
mouth, I
didn't
knew.
eat the donuts.
No, they were a couple days old. And it was mainly bagels.
But it's
they-
okay.
they
It's
loved
okay,
the
Ben. I
pastries.
can get away with saying that
Yeah.
because they know I'm kidding.
She's not kidding. She bounces back and forth between the fire department and the police department.
Poor man, I got in so much.
Usually she goes after the fire department because it's just so much easier.
Didn't mean to say. Chief said I don't always catch the show.
Yeah, she asked about the show.
I said, well, you're probably asleep.
And he said, yeah, probably.
I mean, I got some firefighter buddies, and
Yeah.
laying
Like I
around
said,
until
it's-
something happens.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of like hunting. You just kind of lay
But I
there.
didn't mean to. It's the very, very horrible influence that he, like, I have to stop hanging out with this guy because he.
You're welcome.
It's not a bad thing.
It's okay.
No.
Chief Peters was just like, yeah, you're probably right.
He's got a good sense
You're
of
right. But I didn't mean to say it out loud. It was bad. Anyway. So,
You didn't cover your mouth up and say, ooh.
I did not.
I just
but-
smiled with pride.
Yeah.
Kind of like you did when your son got the hair.
Exactly. See, we're
Look
onto
at-
something.
look
I've
at
trained her
me.
so well.
Jeez. God. Anyway, how do we get in touch with Mathers Home Improvement Services?
Oh, you can catch us at our website at mathersimprovement.com or give us a call at 262-763-7884.
Awesome. Check them out. Schedule them for whatever you need. Call and ask. Windows, doors, siding, gutters. What don't you do?
Oh, gosh. So we're giving up decks this year.
Oh,
We decided
really?
at the end of this year, we're no longer building decks.
Really?
It's not because it's something we can't handle. It's because it takes a lot of our time up.
Yeah.
And we have...
They do take a lot of time.
We can dedicate our time better.
Right.
So unfortunately, returning customers we may consider, but
Sure.
new customers probably not.
Right.
But we don't do concrete or painting. We'll do
Right.
everything else on a house.
Right. Well, why paint when you can just get the seamless siding?
Exactly.
I mean, please.
Seamless
Paint.
siding is the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
And thanks for sharing that story. I appreciate it.
I'll show you pictures.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
We'll need a longer break.
Coming up next, more Life Matters right after this on Lake 96.1.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
Stop it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there.
Stop! Stop it!
Just stop. Just stop talking.
I knew you were going to ask him about that bear. Listen to me in my southern. I knew you were going to ask him about that bear. Anyway, Ben from Mathers Home Improvement. That man, I tell you what, the growth in that company. That's a multi-generational company
Yeah.
that's been around, and that is so wonderful to see all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because too often the next generation lets the business go to
Can I
pot,
just
and
tell
he's
you?
not doing that.
No,
That's
gosh, no.
awesome.
Him and his brother, and but they also pretty much grew up in the trucks.
Right.
Right. You know,
But,
like,
you know, whatever. They're doing a
they're
great
not
job,
going-
and I've never met his brother, but he's a really nice guy.
oh my
and
gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good people.
You
Very
wouldn't-
good people.
You wouldn't go wrong calling them.
Right, right. So if we could go back just for a second to what we talked about before, we're going to sort of suspend the just stop thing because this is just something that I know it was several days ago, and I know everybody else talks about it, and we get the
It hits a
last.
nerve.
Yeah, we get the last chance because we wait until Sunday to do anything, and because that's when our show is. But I am now, and I have thought about this for a long time. I am now 100% in favor of whatever you want to call it, in support of, think it should be mandated that if you have a child that believes that they should be transitioning or believes that they are not what they were born as, or they just have some issues, and as a parent, you're trying to deal with that, I believe that those situations call for aggressive counseling, therapy for both the parents and the child if they are under the age of 18. I think that I don't think that it's mandated, and if it is, I'm sorry, but I think that there are too many parents that are just trying to get their kids over a hump or through what they think is a phase or something like that, and they're trying their hardest to parent their child, or they're absent parenting the child. I mean, but I think that judges shouldn't allow children to change their name, quote unquote, without proof of, again, aggressive psychological counseling. I think that we all have to stop being afraid to say something when we see something. I think that there were, here again, when you look at these school shootings, so many of these school and church shootings, that there are so many people involved that are completely confused about who they are and what they want to be, and that we are trying so hard to placate and thinking that we're doing the right thing to make them healthy, and it's amateurs that are handling this and not professionals, and it's killing people, and it's terrorizing children and adults, and it is and nobody wants to say this out loud, but the fact is these what turns out to be criminals, they are also suffering. And for someone to have gotten to the point psychologically that they go out and they shoot up a church, knowing and intentionally doing it when children are there, because that's what happened here. When they have gotten that far and they're a child, they're a minor, the parents have neglected their responsibilities for so long, for so incredibly long, that and ignored the suffering that their child is going through. I believe that in some way, shape, or form, we have got to figure out how to fix the mental health system to the point where we can be confident that aggressive psychological counseling for children who are going through this phase in their life, whether it's a phase, whether it does turn out to be permanent, because you and I both know someone who went through this, and that's exactly what they did. They made sure that there was adequate counseling. They made sure that everybody knew exactly what they needed to do, what he needed to do, what she needed to, everything happened. And then once they turned 18, they did go through the transition, and they are perfectly happy and perfectly normal and perfectly fine in their life. And whether we agree with it or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether anybody agrees with it or not, they are not a threat to society. They are happy, healthy, raising healthy children. They are okay. But it was because that particular person that we know appropriately parented the situation.
They were being a parent.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people out there that had kids together. It does not make them parents.
No, that's true.
And I think that's, first of all, that's the big problem, is we don't have people out there being parents.
Nope.
They're allowing this to happen. Any child, I mean, just growing up, we all know that. Tough enough.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but there was a lot of bullying and all this other crap going on.
Teenagers are horrible. Right.
So now you add in there, well, I don't know what sex I am. I don't know if I should be a boy or a girl or whatever. That's going to make life easier?
Right.
It's going to make it that much worse. And then you allow them, your son, to wear dresses to school. What's happening in that school to that poor kid?
Right.
Shame on the parents that allowed that to happen.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. Shame on the people that allowed that to happen.
Right.
I 100% agree. You are a girl. You're going to remain a girl. When you become an adult, you can make your own decision. But up until then, you're going to use the girl's bathroom. You're going to use the girl's locker room, and you're going to dress like a girl.
Right.
Or boy or whatever. Yeah. How to fix it, I don't know.
I don't either, because it's such an overwhelming problem.
It is, but if we let the mental health system step into our lives, step into our family, and tell us what to do,
Oh my gosh,
Are we
we're all
communists
screwed.
now?
Right. But
So what?
I am saying
it's a double-edged sword.
It is. But when you take your child to court and help them legally change their name at
That's wrong.
17 years old, or go look for a doctor that will physically help change your child, or put them on medications that will everybody needs some counseling in that situation. Now, I'm not saying that if you come out of counseling, everything will be all fine and dandy and everything goes back to, okay, that they don't think this way anymore. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the aggressive counseling to make sure that ultimately, the child that is having the issues is getting the help that they need to either get through those issues and achieve the goal that they want, or to get past the issue and move forward with their life as original gender that they were born. Either way, ultimately, we are not serving a small portion. I will give you that. We are not serving these people, and because of it, people are dying.
Yep.
Period. End of story. And now you have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old who are dead because
Of a mental health
100%
issue.
because of a mental health issue
Right.
that this country has ignored for years.
Well, ignored or passed over.
Right.
Think about it. If this stuff has to go before a judge to decide whether your child can change sexes or whether they can divorce you, because kids have divorced their parents, that goes back to Drew Barrymore 40-some years ago.
Right.
That was wrong.
Right.
But these liberal judges are allowing this
Right.
crazy to happen.
Right.
So how do we fix that?
Right.
We can sit here and preach about that shouldn't happen, this shouldn't happen, and you're a boy, you'll be a boy till you're 18,
Right.
and then make up your own mind, but the judges are allowing them to do whatever they want.
Right.
There's a
that's what
whole
I'm
lot
saying.
of cuckoo in this country called a clock.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know the answer.
I will go back, and I know you're going to email me again because you emailed me last time when I said this, but we do not need gun control in this country. We need crazy control.
Yeah.
And it's the breakdown of the mental health system and the way we go about handling people who are suffering mentally. This is the problem.
Right.
And again, maybe it's to help them maybe it's counseling to help them healthily reach the goal that they are trying to achieve. Maybe that is the route that they need to take for their life. And that's not for me to decide.
No.
But maybe it's also to help them get through this issue, get to the other side of it, so it doesn't go awry like it did. And so I'm just saying that because we are not handling the suffering of one person, we have destroyed hundreds of other lives here.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Because we didn't handle the suffering of this one person. So, we've got to fix it. That's all there is to it. And I know we're over time, and I just there's just nothing else to say except that we've got to figure out how to help all of these people. Whether, again, doesn't matter if I agree with what they're trying to do. If they're going to do it, they need to be healthy. Right. And if they are not deemed healthy via a mandated therapy session, long-term therapy session, then I don't know what we're going to have to make it a law.
Well,
I don't know how else you got to do it.
Unfortunately, this is all political. If you
100%.
think about it, look who's been put where. Mm-hmm. Look at the states that are having problems. Look at the states that aren't having problems.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
There is no simple answer to it. It's huge.
Yeah.
And it's gotta start with local politics. Get people in there that are trending the way you want to trend, are doing the right things.
Right.
And you got to stand up and fight. You got to vote. You got to do what's right for your area, for your state, for your country.
Right. Yeah.
And hopefully we're moving that way, but
yeah,
we got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work. And we can say thoughts and prayers and all that, but that's a given. Like,
right.
Anybody that's a human being
Feels horrible.
That's not in the media, by the way, because they just trash everything.
Well,
so we don't even go there.
Nope. I had a thought.
Oh, no.
While you were talking, and this. These school shootings, these mass shootings, they're horrible. But we never hear about the ones that are stopped. Not very, very long after Columbine, there were a couple kids in Burlington that were planning on shooting up a school. And local law enforcement, the Burlington officers, found out about it and stopped it. But we never hear about that. We never hear about them all across the country.
There's a school up in Waukesha. I think it's Les Paul Middle School or Les Paul Elementary School or something. There's a school up in Waukesha that I read a story on Friday that, they stopped a couple of kids just recently.
Yeah,
doing
but
the same
we never
thing.
hear about that.
Had a hit list and everything.
Yep, school liaison officers doing their job. We never hear about it.
Right.
Administration doing their job.
Right.
We never hear about that either.
Right.
And that is on the media. Shame on them.
Right.
They should be reporting how this is working.
Yeah.
No, we just hear about the carnage.
Right. It's just gut wrenching. And I'm not saying that the mental health issue is the solution. I'm saying that it's completely missing. And
it's a big part of the problem.
It's definitely part of the, and that's making it part of the problem.
Right.
You're right. So anyway, 3:00 today, big time at the fair. 3:00 today is the wood carving auction. And that money that the wood carving auction makes goes back to the Walworth County Fair Foundation. The Walworth County Fair Foundation is separate from the Walworth County Fair. We go through and we do the beautification kind of things, new gates and Peggy's Park that's over by the treasurer's office and things like that. The bricks, the benches, just the new design of that whole thing. That is the foundation is responsible for that. So 3:00 today, wood carving auction. It's a lot of fun too.
It's a blast.
It is a blast. Ron Bigelow is the auctioneer, and he is hilarious.
No, you two are.
So he and I get along really good. I IMC it, and so I'm on the foundation board, and so 3:00. I expect to see y'all today. Come out, bid on some stuff. What?
And it's right next to the beer tent.
Yeah, it's right next to the beer tent, and it's adjacent to the Lake 96.1 tent.
Well, yeah, you can win a prize. You can rehydrate while you're
hydration. I know that's important
auction.
to you. Yes.
Be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But come on up. We'll see you there.
We will see you there. 3:00 at the park stage at the Walworth County Fair. I will see you, and I know I'll see you because you're going with me.
I will be there.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Coming up next, more music. Happy Labor Day. Have a good day off if you have it tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you for working on Labor Day, those who do have to. We do appreciate you. Just please know that. And we'll see you next week right here on Lake 96.1.